Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video we're going to be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me / just conversations about my life. Now, just letting you guys know right now, disclaimer, any of the people I'm talking about in this video, it's gonna be deep. So don't take any of this stuff that I say to offense. So if there's anyone out there that knows this story or even is a part of this story, I'm not trying to expose you, I'm just trying to tell my story, okay? Today I'm just feeling very kind of catty and bad bitch persona kind of a little bit, because it is my birthday month and I'm so excited. I'm really freaking excited that it's my birthday month. You guys, I can never tell you how much shit I've been through for the past 20 years of my life. I honestly could truly tell you right now that being 19 was all right, but turning 20 is going to be exclusive. Okay guys, don't get it twisted. Just because you see me at my humble state, just because you see me on the low, or you see me at a very low point in my life, doesn't mean I'm not gonna back up and back down to you, okay boo boo? So don't even try it. Don't even try it. But I also have one new product that I've been really wanting to try for the past 2 months. I think this product came out 2 months ago or something, but all I know is that I've been waiting to try this product so bad. I've ordered it 2 weeks ago, and I finally got it a few days ago, and I've been waiting to film this video. But I got the James Charles Morphe palette, bitches! I know it's still in the box, but I already looked at the colors and shit, and this is the most beautiful palette I've ever came across. James Charles, I just want to let you know right now that I want to thank you personally for opening the media and the industry and opening the eyes of millions and millions of people to realize that it is okay to wear makeup no matter your sexuality, your race, whatever else you have that people don't regularly accept people, But I just want to personally thank you for just opening the spotlight for boys like me and other boys that are out there that want to wear makeup and want to look cute on an everyday basis. Let's get started in this look. I'm gonna stop rambling because I always like to go off track, and let's get into this video, bitches. Woo! Alright, so we're gonna start off with powder. Okay, I went back to using the sponge and everything because lately I've been using the brush and stuff like that, and that's cute and all, but I really need a precise tool to get into the areas of my face that actually get it. I just recently went to a meeting, so I'm gonna touch up some of the stuff on my face real quick. Alright, I'm back guys, so we're gonna start with the eyeshadow look and stuff. So I'm gonna start out with my basics. But before I start guys, I'm gonna show you guys the palette. This is what it looks like. It looks so pretty. I'm not buying any other palettes in the world now because I have this palette, and I don't need any other palettes, boo-boo. Them companies, they be charging you $60 for a palette just for these amount of shades. I'm like, bitch, what? You're gonna charge me $64 just for little shades? When I could get a palette this huge with this many ranges with so many optional looks just for $40. Now that's a steal. That's a steal right there, okay? Alright guys, we're going to start out with this first color called Punch Me. And it is a very brown shade, and it is very neutral. It reminds me of my coffee right now. My coffee, oh my god. I definitely need my coffee every time I wake up in the morning. We're going to start with just putting it into the crease. I just want to ask a real quick question guys. So how many of you guys are into coffee? Because I've been into coffee lately, and for some reason, coffee is the shit. I know it's not a big deal. It's oh, it's just coffee or whatever, but it's For me, I cannot function without a cup of fucking coffee. Like, I just recently got into it, like, I think about a month ago or something. And it's not that deep, but it's deep for me. Like, I actually like fucking coffee. And not many people like it. Like, my sisters don't like coffee. I think my little sister does, but my sister doesn't like coffee. My brother doesn't like coffee. The only people in the house that drink coffee is my mom, my stepdad, me, and my little sister. We all drink coffee. But my first topic is, how many of you guys ever experienced like a situation where you're just like, I don't know, feeling so like low sometimes, like the energy, like leech energy. Like, there's always those people out there that are just always trying to leech off of you. Like, it's always gonna happen. Like, no matter where the hell you go, you meet these people. You know what's kind of funny is that I forgot, yo, I almost forgot. Oh my god, I'm fucking scared, yo. I just fucked up. I was supposed to put this tape on first. Oh my god, you guys, I'm so fucking stupid. Like, how am I not gonna put my fucking tape on? Whatever, we'll just put some concealer over it. But back to my story, like I said. But the other day I was talking to a few people and stuff like that, and for some reason it's like all the time, it's like every time I meet somebody, they're just always trying to leech off of me, like my energy and stuff like that. Like, I'm super nice to everybody that I meet all the time, and I feel like that's my gift and my curse at the same time, because it's like I just want to be friends with everybody and just be nice with everybody, and, you know, be a positive person around people, you know? It's like every time that I'm like guarded, like when I guard my energy and I guard myself, people take it as like me being super fake. And then they always have something to say about me, like saying that I'm fake and that I'm not over there kissing your ass and like giving you 100, you know, likes on your fucking life or something. And it's like, I don't have to always be like the one to be like sought out for, or like coming for me and stuff like that. Like, why am I like, I don't know, maybe it's me, but like I feel like some people are always bothered by what I do. Like, and it's like funny because it's like I never asked you to like fucking comment about my life, or I never asked you to be like, you know, say some stuff about my life. Like, and I know at the end of the day people are just gonna say, oh, just ignore it. They're haters. They just don't understand like your life. They don't understand you as a person. But I'm like, honey, I'm not gonna sit here and let people talk down about me and have people say stuff about me, and then I'm just gonna sit there and not say stuff sometimes. But most of the time I do now. Like, most of the time, if it's someone I really don't care about and I'm just like, whatever, like they can say whatever they want. They're just a hater. They don't understand my lifestyle. They don't understand what I'm about. I just let it slide because I'm like, I don't really care about you, so you could say whatever the hell you want about me and I won't fucking care because I know who I am. But I'm talking about in general the people that I wasted all my energy and all my love to. Like, you are the type of people that get on my nerves. Like, you're the type of people that make me wonder, what kind of a person were you? And what kind of a person are you actually? Because I would never treat an individual like that if they treated me that way. I'm not gonna act like I'm pitch perfect and all this stuff. I've done some wrong in the past, but that was my past. But I'm just saying, like, we're in the now and you're doing it in the now. Like, you should already know by now to not treat people and act like that and stuff like that. Like, okay, the next color I'm gonna be going into is tea, and it's a very dark shade, just like how I like my men. Dark, sexy, and tall. And we're just gonna go over the light shade and just make it dramatic. Okay, the next shade I'm gonna be going in with is called Pinkity Drinkity, and it's a really cute pinky shade. It's gonna go over top the brown, and we're gonna blend it right in. Guys, I've been into drinks lately, I have so many I have a drinking problem. Okay, not drinking. Don't get me FBI. I know I'm I know I'm underage. I don't mean drinking. I mean drinking problem. Like, I got a coffee over here. I got a low Vera over here. I got a freaking cranberry juice over here, and I got a bottle of water, two bottles of water over there, and then I have a little Capri Sun that's in like the back over here. I got a drinking problem. I get bored sometimes, like with the same drinks. Like, water has been good lately to me, but I'm just like, I want to try different shit, like, because for the past year I've been like having like skin issues, so like I've been trying to like be healthy and stuff like that, and just basically just trying to get my health back in check and trying to get my insides to, you know, cope with me sometimes. You guys, I'm just like annoyed because I'm like, I really like this palette, but you know what, I'm gonna do this. We're gonna go back to the first step that we did last time in that Coachella look, and we're gonna cut the crease again. I'm trying to go into pinkity drinkity and trying to make it look really pretty, because so I'm gonna put this color skip on the outside, so it's gonna look a little crazy because I already put that color on this side. But like I said, whatever. Does that look? Yeah, it's alright. So what I did, guys, is I put pinkity drinkity on top, so that makes it more like intense. I wanted to do the lightest, the darkest pinks, and then now we're gonna take this purple shade called Escape. If you guys don't know where it's at, it's that purple and it's not hard to miss. And we're just gonna basically put it over the crease. I've been thinking about this lately, and it's been a topic of discussion in my mind lately, and it's about being like gay. Like, I know it's like the new thing now, and like people are just like up and coming out and stuff like that, and I think that's beautiful. And I respect people who have been on this journey for as long as I have been, and who are just starting in this, you know, this whole, you know, thing that's been happening lately. But my thing is, like, what I don't respect is people who think they can tell you that, you know, they can make fun of you just because you're gay or just because you are different. That's what pisses me off, is that those type of people, they get away with a lot. And that's what pisses me off, is that you can literally just live your life and be yourself and not bother anyone, and not expect people to bother you and stuff like that. And mind you, I hate when people say this whole thing where they're like, you asked for it. Like, you wearing that is you asking for them to bully you. It's like, no, it's not me asking to be bullied. It's asking them to leave me the fuck alone because I didn't ask you to bully me. Like, why do people have to comment about everything that you do in your life? Like, why is that such a thing? Like, why can't I just live my life peacefully and just wear my freaking eyeshadow and wear my lip liner and wear my fucking cute ass, you know, clothes and shit and live my fantasy? But then you gotta come around and you gotta fucking say something and treat me as if I'm not human and make me feel like I'm not desired, and I can't wear that fucking, you know, I can't wear what I want. And I know it's all about like, oh, move on, who cares about them, they can say whatever you want, don't let that get to you. I know that, I understand that. But my thing is, I'm talking about it because I'm sparking a conversation right now to letting those people know that it ain't right what you say. And if you don't understand and you're so fucking shallow and dumbfound-minded or whatever, or dumb enough to not understand what I'm talking about, leave people alone. No one asked you to comment on that person and make fun of them because you think you're better than them. Stop talking about people. Stop talking about that person because they want to be themselves. Let them be, sis. let them be. And to the LGBT community, I respect you guys as a community. I, Zachary James, respect you guys because you guys are dedicated, you guys are strong, you guys are an independent community mentally, you know? Not like, you know, person-wise, I mean mentally, spiritually, and just as a community, I respect you guys on a full 100%, you know, vow or whatever. I just respect you guys because you guys don't care what people say about you guys. You guys don't care what the next person is saying about you because you guys are a strong community. And that's what I respect and admire about my community, is that we don't care what people have to say. We do comment about it, but it doesn't mean we're pressed and we're bothered about it. We say what we gotta say because we're not gonna let the next person treat us as if we're not gonna be able to live our lives the way we wanna live our lives. If you don't respect what we're about, then don't be about it, sis. If you're not about it, don't comment about it. If you're not gonna be about it, then don't try to be about it, okay, sis? Okay? Period, okay? So we're gonna start cutting the eyes, you guys. So, if you guys didn't know, I was trying to freaking use tape. But then my dumbass forgot about it, so we're just gonna do this again. I mean, this is way more easier than the freaking tape. Okay, so there's this one thing that that's been on my mind, guys, and it's been about this boy that I not recently, but like in the past, I had a whole situation with him, and to make matters short, I fell in love with this guy, and it's sad because I really did feel a special connection with him, but I don't know if he likes me the same way. All I know is that I feel a way for him, and I used to really like him. And I told this story before, I think, and this was like when I first came to Colorado, because I used to live with my dad first, and I moved back with my mom, and I remember the first day that I went to school and I seen this boy in the hallway and he was just fine. Like, I was like, damn. I was like, how do boys look this fine at an early age? Like, it don't make no sense. Like, hormones were in his milk. I don't know. Like, honestly, he was probably just born that way, but whatever. But I was like, damn, boy. I was like, you fine. Okay. What happened was I was like, when I seen him, I'm gonna paint the picture for you guys, okay? So, going to school, wearing all black. I used to wear all black in high school. No, not high school, my bad, middle school. I used to wear all black in middle school, and, you know, this was the time when I was pretending to be straight, so it was kind of hard for me to comment on a lot of things. So, what happened was, I was going to school, looking cute and everything, and I was just like, minding my own business. My mom was enrolling me and stuff like that, and I seen this boy run across the hallways, and I was like, he didn't see me at first because, you know, I was just getting there and, you know, whatever, he didn't see me, but I seen him and I was like, damn, he's cute. I only seen him from the side though, so I don't know why I was saying he looked cute even though I didn't know what he fully looked like. But when I seen him, I just, you know, seen the part of his face, but then it skipped past to like lunchtime. So this is when I was like, there was this spot where we used to all hang out, like all my past friends, we used to hang out in this spot. And it was like right underneath the shade of the building of the school. And it was like right here, and then there was where every kid would hang out, like all the kids were running around and stuff, playing basketball over here. Social kids over there talking, and then other kids over there doing like some weird shit. I don't know what they were doing. What happened was I was sitting there just, you know, on the freaking wall, just sitting there chilling, and I wasn't saying anything because I was just trying to feel out everybody and see how everybody really acts like. Basically just trying to pick out my friends. Just that's how I really truly be thinking in my mind. I'll be like, do I really like this person? Do I fuck with this person? Is this person for me? You know, like that's just how I am. Like, If you see me just not saying shit and I'm just like sitting there and you think I'm not feeling you, I'm just scoping you. On the low, I'm scoping you. But I was sitting there and tell me why this sounds like a freaking story and I think about this all the freaking time, but I was sitting there and I look up and this boy is running with his friend and they were playing like, cause the grass, the water or whatever, you know what I'm talking about, it came on and it was just the water sprinklers. Whatever, you get it. And it came on and it got him all wet. I'm for real. It got him wet, like every part of him wet. And he started running with the football because he was a football player. And he was just running and his friend was like, you know, chasing after him and they tackle him on the grass. And then he gets up, picks his football up and he starts walking over. And he has like the sexiest walk I've ever seen in my life. And he just comes over and he says, "Hey, what's up?" Like to all of us. He wasn't talking to me. I thought he was talking to me at first because it looked like he was looking in my direction because, you know, you can barely see because it was like freaking bright outside. So like, I couldn't see his face because of the shadow or whatever. So I thought he was talking to me and I was just sitting there like quiet and I was just like trying to be like chill. And he says, "Hey, what's up?" And I thought he was talking to me and I got really nervous and I never said anything. And mind you, I was so shy back then. Like I was the most shyest person ever because I just didn't understand how to like communicate with people that I barely knew. Basically, that's just the whole situation. But like ever since then, I was just so nervous to be around him. And mind you, I've never had a class with this boy, so it was kind of hard for me to see him all the time. But I did see him like when he was passing, like, because when we go into different classes every hour, we have to go from this class to the class, like basically just goes across the hall to the next class. And I would see him like just walk like for only like a second. And that was it. That's all I seen. That was the only interactions I had with him for like the rest of the year when I was first going to school there. And then I remember like when I was in, I think when it was like, I think 8th grade. Yeah, 8th grade. It was like the year I actually started talking to him. But it wasn't even that like serious. In my mind, it was a little serious because, you know, it was happening to me. But what happened was the boy was literally like, he was like, I feel like he was flirting with me, like honestly, like what boy comes up to you and tickles you and then grabs you from behind? Like who does that? And that is not to be ignored. Like I've told this story to some of my friends and they were like, "Oh, it's not that serious. Like he wasn't really trying to flirt with you. Maybe he was just trying to do this." And I was just like, I'm like, sis, I'm like, come on, girl. Like, you know that he wasn't just doing that for no reason. Like, I'm not fucking crazy. But to make things worse, like to make things just sad for my situation is that this boy he was a player. Like, honestly, he was. Like, girls were lining up for him. Like, not trying to make him sound cocky, not trying to build up his fucking ego, but girls were talking about him. Girls were saying how fine he was, and girls were trying to, you know, trying to pick their place in his life, you know? And I was just sitting in the background like, Nah, sis. Nah. We used to go to track, and I used to go to track. And I didn't know he was gonna be in this class. Like, I honestly didn't. Like, I truthfully didn't know he was gonna be in this class. And it was after school, so we all had to meet up at a certain time. And we meet up at the freaking track field and stuff like that. And it was the first day that I started going, and I was just like really nervous because I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if this class was gonna be hard because, you know, I never joined sports. So I just asked my mom if I could be in track, and she said, of course, just keep your grades up. And so what happened was I was sitting there on the bleachers, and there was a few kids, you know, we were all just sitting, taking our places and stuff like that. And I had a few friends that were in track, so I felt good because I was like, I'm not gonna be sitting by myself, you know, not social and shit. Because honestly, truthfully, like, I only went to track so I could be social, like, to be honest. Like, I just wanted to meet new friends, make new friends, just be out there, not just always be in my room, like, you know, always on my phone. Like, I wanted to make some friends at least, like, this is my life, you know. And I was sitting there talking to one of my friends, and then what the fuck, who came from behind the bleachers? Let me tell you, sis. And I'm gonna make up a name for him because I don't want to I want to say a name, but I just don't want to expose it. We'll just call him King, okay? I literally just made the name up because of this, look. Literally. But we're gonna call him King. King comes from around the corner, and I was like, what the shits? I was like, eh. But in my mind, I was just sitting there like, literally, like, I was literally sitting there like chill as fuck, not freaking out, trying not to make it a big deal because, you know, I'm not trying to make boys, you know, I'm not trying to boost your ego, so don't, sitting there chill as fuck, didn't even care. Like, I was trying to make it seem like I didn't care, but I kind of did care. And what was happening was he sat down like in front of me, right in front of me. He sits right down, right in front of me. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, the universe is trying to play with me at this point. Like, looking back, I was like, the universe was really trying me. Like, they were really trying me. They were trying to make me look fucking dumb sometimes. Like, because I would say some stupid shit in that class because I had friends. And when I'm around my friends, I say some dumb shit. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I say some stupid stuff. And I'm just like being very explicit. And I'm probably going to edit this video to a T because I've been cursing for the past 30 minutes. What happened was he sits right in front of me, and I realized then that he's going to be in this class. And it's so abnormal for him to be in this class because I've never seen him in track. Like, this was actually his first time being in track. And I asked people, and they told me that that was his first time being in track. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why would he be in track? So the next thing that happened was that we would do like group activities sometimes where we'd be like, you know, the teacher would tell us, group up. We're doing this fun activity because we didn't want to make tracks. I guess they didn't want to make tracks so freaking scary and stuff. So they would make us do like some like fun stuff once in a while. And one of the fun stuff that we did was that we'd have to be in a circle and stuff like that. And we would ask one person. Basically, it was kind of like hot potato, but like you had to switch partners like every few seconds. And let me tell you something, and you have to choose your partners and stuff. And so when we were in groups, I had to pick a new person to be with because, you know, I got outed. So it was like, bitch, you gotta find a new person. And he was the only fucking one open. And it was another person also, and it was a girl. But then, you know, I was like, who the fuck do I choose? I might as well choose the girl. But then, like, I kind of didn't like her because she was kind of negative, and I feel like she didn't like me. So I was like, I guess I gotta go with the homeboy. So I went over, and he was like, he comments to me, and he was like, so you don't want to be with me, I guess? You know, because I was like kind of I was kind of like being a little bitchy a little bit because I was like, I don't want to walk over. Like, it was me being like, I don't want to walk over because I was tired a little bit because it's fucking track. Like, you run all day and shit. And I was like, and I walk over and I put my arm around his arm and shit. And I felt them biceps and I was like, oh shit, this boy is so hot. Like, so cute. And tried to explain to him. But then like after that I felt like really nervous because I was like, you know, I really like this boy. So it's kind of like awkward a little bit. But tell me why this boy, like every time that I moved, he would literally grip harder. Like he was gripping harder. And I was just sitting there like, I felt like he was kind of like trying to flex on me. Like, you know what I mean? Like his muscles. So I was just like, I was kind of turned on a little. I was just like, okay, this boy is trying to like get my attention. Like, oh my gosh. One of the things I remember from like from my previous stories about this boy is that every time we would be done with track and stuff like that, and we would have to go home and stuff like that, I would have to go into the we'd all have to go into the boys' locker room and go change back into our like regular clothes and leave. And I used to do that. I used to go into the boys' locker room and stuff like that, but I had issues with that because I just didn't see myself as a boy because I was so feminine sometimes. So I'd hate to go into the boys' bathroom because the boys' bathroom stunk, and like there was boys in there that were so fucking annoying. Like they would run around and grab each other's fucking like clothes and shit and run with it, or some of them would just be butt naked and like making fun of each other, and I'm just sitting there like, oh fuck. I used to change in there, and I used to like, you know, take my pants off, change into some jeans or something like the previous clothes that I came in before track. And I would see this boy in his full-on boxer briefs, and I would see his outline, his little connaissance, his little sausage de la. And then it was hard for me to like be around him sometimes because I had classes with him. And you know, when you have a thing for somebody and you're in their classes, you know, you kind of get a little, you know how the feeling feels. You know how you get when you like somebody and you're in classes with them. That's just how I felt on an everyday basis. The reason why I stopped liking him was because he dated this girl that I used to be friends with. And just letting you guys know, this is a really fucked up story, but like the girl that I used to be friends with, I really liked this girl. Like we were not best friends, but just friends. Like I feel like she was one of my good friends, and you know, I trusted her, and I told her that I liked this boy, King. I liked King, and we'll name her like, we'll name her Fake. Yeah, we'll name her Fake. So I told Fake one day, I was like, hey, I really have this situation that I just like want to get out of my system. And she said, what happened? And like she was like, and I was like, can I trust you? Because I didn't trust anyone, and no one trusts anyone in high school. And this is one of the reasons why I have trust issues too. She's like one of the reasons I have trust issues too to this day, and many other people can count for that. But I told her this story, like how I told you guys, like about what happened. And she didn't say anything at all. She just listened. And she just looked like she was just... I thought she was just like, you know, listening to listen. But I guess this bitch was taking notes. Like, she was literally taking notes. And I already know this girl, like, did know him. And they were talking and stuff like that. So I can't say that she never talked to him at all. But she did talk to him before. And I know, like, she would do her little extra shit with him. But when you tell a friend like that you like somebody and stuff like that, and you know, you actually trust this person, and you're just like, oh, I really like him, I don't know if he likes me back, you know, da 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 da, like you're very in a vulnerable state. You're just like telling them everything about what you felt about this person, and then they turn around and then you just see them dating the person that you liked. Like, they turn around and they're holding hands with them and making out with them in the freaking lockers and shit. And you walk down the hallway and you're just with your books in your hand, and you just look over like, just like, wow, what a fucking friend they are. But I'm just like, wow, what a friend that was. Like, honestly, like, you see what I had to deal with in middle school? How many fake people I had to deal with at that school, man. Like, man, I could tell you so many stories of countless people that I've told my feelings and actually genuinely told my, you know, heart and soul, and just was actually a good person to these people. And then they would turn around and stab me in the freaking back for no absolute reason at all, you know? And this is why high school really taught me a lot about people like that. People who generally have no fucking heart and no morals or nothing. That's why I don't have a heart anymore sometimes, because it's like, you can never get too sensitive and too close to people, because you just don't know if they're gonna stab you in the back the next day, you know? And she tried to apologize. And you know, it's 2019 and I forgive you. I forgive you, fake, for all that you did to me. For that one little situation you did to me. But, you know, I hope you have a beautiful life, and I hope that whatever you're doing in your life, I hope you succeed at it, and, you know, you get the blessings that you deserve, and, you know, you get what you want in life. But that was one of the reasons why I stopped liking him, because I was like, he already has a girlfriend, whatever, you know. And also, to be honest, like, I stopped liking him because I was like, he kind of was like one of those, you know, closeted gays. Like, he would do stuff with you, and he would like mess around with you and like do stuff with you, but then the next like day he would be like not talking to you, and he'll be like putting you on silent and ghosting you basically. And then he would turn around like a few days later or a week later, and he'll be like talking to you again and like buttering you up and like gassing you up again, and then it goes back to the same way, and then blah blah blah, goes back to the same. It's just like a cycle, and I got sick and tired of that. I was just like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this. It's not good for my mental health, and I care about myself so much, and I care about my well-being, and this is my life too, so like, why can't I be happy too? So I just moved the fuck on and just stopped talking to him, because I was like, I can't handle this anymore. Like, there's just not anything left to give in those certain situations. Like, you just gotta, you know, fit in where you fit in. Like, and I wasn't fitting in that space. I wasn't fitting into the ideal of like being treated like I was just for, you know, a fantasy. Bad little thing, yeah. True religion jeans, yeah. Super clean, yeah. What's good with you and me, yeah. Alright guys, so I hope you guys really like this look. And, you know, thank you for going through this crazy, you know, video with me. And, you know, talking about some topics that you know, I normally don't talk about on a daily basis, but I talked to you guys about it today. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. And if you guys really want to know what I did with the rest of the look, I just put on a lip liner, gloss, and I did a little bit of put my lashes on, you know, lips and everything. But I hope you guys really like the video and just see a different side of me that normally no one ever sees. So thank you guys so much for watching, and you guys have a nice day, guys. So much.